And after your study, like, are there opportunities, maybe like jobs? Is it quite easy to get a job and to maybe wait behind? Do you have to apply for another visa to transfer? Like, now that you guys are done with your masters, are you mandated to go back to your own country, or can you still like look for a job and maybe pursue other things you want to pursue?
Basically, after your masters, if you're a university graduate here in Poland, automatically you can apply for temporary residence cards to look for a job.
How many years?
It's like 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's if you don't have a job. But if you have a job, like presently I have a job, I'm entitled to get a 3 years work permit.
For being even while you were
while I'm still a student.
You can
always renew that.
Yes.
For 3 years, 3 years, 3 years.
No, after 3 years, because she has stayed almost 3 years now, she can apply for maybe permanent residence.
Yeah, after my 3 years work permit.
If she
after 3 years work permit. So how many years do you need in total for a permanent residence?
6 to 7 years. It's Germany
in addition to the time you spend studying, as long as you
but the thing is that the time spent studying is always counted like half a year. It's not counted like a full year.
Okay, so now that
2 years can be like 1 year.
Yeah.
3 years like 1.5.
Yeah, kind of. So, but it also depends on how much you contribute to the economic activity of the country. You understand? Yeah.
In what sense?
Like if you have a business, something like that.
Is it
if you have some contributions, if you're a researcher, maybe you start up a business, there are some other criteria they consider for permanent residence. If you buy an apartment, like something like that. So there are also other things they also consider regarding that. But like ceteris paribus, 6 to 7 years, and then just learn Polish language to B1 level, you can apply for permanent residence.
Yes, like presently now I would take certificate in Polish. I think I am there as a tutor, so
no, university.
Do you have to pay to go to the language school?
No,
if you're not on scholarship.
It's free. Your university organized.
It's not free. Your university, they were charging 50 zloty, 100 zloty for a month.
For people who are not on
most of them
scholarship.
dropped out because it's not easy learning the Polish language. So like the third one.
So you were paying for it?
No, I was not paying because I came on a scholarship.
Okay.
And then the NAWA requirements makes you stay for a few months or 1 year to learn the language, but now it has been scrapped, so you don't have to.
So you can just come in for 2 years.
For your masters and get out.
Interesting, but I think it's actually beneficial.
Yeah, for me it was. Not like I'm fluent.
It was what it is presently. It has saved your life. It's still saving your life.
I think I could still speak small. I could understand. Fine, I can read Polish very well, but I cannot speak it fluently. But in terms of daily conversation, any this, any that, it kind of saves me a whole lot of time. So for me, it was helpful. And I met a lot of people. Like, I remember my first language school then. It was as if I did not want to leave. We were from different countries, Nigeria, Colombia, Kazakhstan. Like that was where I could say I was able to relate with much internationals compared to my master's degree. So.
Okay, what about you, Mr. D?
For me, I really don't even know what I know in Polish. Those basically basically I don't know anything until when I'm being faced by a particular issue. But basically, yet due to the difficulties of the language doesn't stop you from relating and doing several things. Basically, I've been, with the help of Google Translate, I've been fine so far, and some friends that understands 1 or 2 words. So
friends like me, right?
You attended language school also?
No, but though there are several. If you need the certificates, they actually would get maybe a body that confirms that they are this level. For then, I remember several communities organizing language programs. I remember that I was attending a church when I first came. They brought in
for free.
Yeah, for free. So we're being taught every Saturday. but we give God the glory.
Hallelujah.
I quit all the way because I couldn't go on. But at least I learned one or two words. I remember
then I was learning chemistry in Polish.
We did
biology in Polish. I was learning biology in Polish. It's part of the requirement, like it's language course. So
in the language
you're not intended to speak English at all. You wake up, go to class, our Tomasz Pan Tomasz. So it was like, you speak Polish every time, communicate, how are you, how was your day. Then the chemistry classes too, like learning about acid, base, chemicals in Polish. So it was crazy.
I wouldn't have coped.
But we survived.
We passed though. We got back those of break. We got
4.5.
Wow,
I think she had a 5.
Yeah. Wow. So basically, even if it's not compulsory, I would advise personally that you probably try to attend the language school because it's going to help you relate. Even studying in Italy, even for the fact that I had someone that was with me, it was really difficult. Even having to I still use my Google Translate, but it's not really comfortable and like convenient and all of that. So if you have access to a free language school, grab it, and you never can say, maybe you might just be interested in the language and it will be helpful in the future.
And who knows, it might help you get a rich Bugatti.
Oh my goodness.
You might get to have a Polish boyfriend and it makes your relationship sweet
and smoother.
And you have to just try to keep relating with Polish people, because I have many friends that got married to Polish girls and all of that, so it helps their Polish language and all of that. So the more you relate with people, you might not necessarily need to even go to any class.
Any language.
I think what really maybe did not help me in the long run was I wasn't communicating in Polish. After we left Polish class, when I came to Poznan for my masters, most of the friends around me were Nigerians. They could not speak Polish. Though I was able to communicate with maybe the dorm manager, the receptionist when I go to
supermarkets, all of this.
I did not have people to communicate with, so in the long run, maybe the 1 year wasn't. How should I put it?
Quite effective.
So not effective, but at least now I could still interact, say a few words.
Okay, so one more thing about the language, because I know in Italy it's quite difficult to go to the malls, even the immigration offices, the hospitals, and find someone who can speak English. Is it also like that in Poland?
Yes, it's crazy.
Wow.
But it's not crazy. I don't know why you got the idea that it's crazy. Let me tell you something. I was in Germany. In Germany, basically everybody speaks English. Almost everybody you meet speaks English, because we have more international students in Germany than in Poland. But the thing is that you will not get any opportunity in English. Before you will get it, it's very tiny. It's like a camera going through the eye of a needle.
Wow.
But here in Poland, you see many international companies English speaking, so you can survive.
Let's say you're going to the hospital. It's not easy to get a doctor that speaks English.
But you might.
But you can get.
I've not had an issue.
Yeah, you can get.
The thing is, it depends on what platform you go into.
You go and ask.
So basically, I know when I was using a particular Medicare one cover like that, they always book me in for doctors, and even the general hospitals.
Not all the hospitals cover. I've had my own fair share.
But
it depends on when you go.
But on average,
it's not a problem. You can survive without knowing the language.
Sure, you can,
right?
Just in case of emergencies.
Even if you go to the train station, just put Google Translator and put it there. And the good thing that I like about Polish language is that even if you don't know how to pronounce it very well or something, if you have an idea and you're speaking it to their natives, they try to understand what you're saying. Unlike in Germany. I'm so sorry, but this my life. They don't stress my life in that place. So they have a way of pronouncing. If you don't pronounce that exact way, they would not understand what you're saying.
Wow, interesting.
Compared to in Polish language, that even if you are using wrong grammar, they're able to grasp like this is what this girl is trying to say. So that's why I think
the minute you say Dzień dobry, they're just happy. They're just happy.
That's perfect. So I think you can definitely still consider Poland as your choice of country for study. So next question is, are dependents allowed to come over, and are there restrictions?
We don't have any dependents.
No, I'm not too single.
I can share my experience of
You have
that.
a girlfriend and then you're
Please don't stress me on life.
What are the rules? What are the rules regarding bringing in dependents?
If you have work permits, you can bring your dependent. I actually have a friend that successfully did that.
Okay.
He just brought the wife.
Are there restrictions? Can they work?
They can work. Yeah, you apply for because your dependent. For example, if it's my husband now and I'm bringing him, if it's my husband now I'm bringing him, he has my same status. If we have children, my children have my same status. You understand? So for example, if I'm on but most times if you are bringing in your dependent, it's mostly on work permit. You have to get a lawyer. So you have to apply for the person from no, in Poland. Okay. So you have to apply for the person from here. So the person will go to the embassy in Poland and you send like the documents and everything. You have to help the person book the insurance, where the person is living, everything here in Poland.
Does it take time?
It actually takes time. It depends on your lawyer and on your province where you are. I can't say, but it depends on where your city, because processing of resident permit differs by city and differs by maybe it all depends on the kind of job you are doing, because they grade jobs here, they grade workers if it's like skilled, unskilled, highly professional. So it depends on your kind of job too. Perfect. So but if you get a good lawyer and you pay the lawyer and they have the documentation, so people do it, people bring their dependent. But sometimes some people, I've heard of someone that tried it and person gets a high pay here in Poland, but they rejected but I don't know the process through which, because information is key. If you get the right information, it will help you in the long run. But if you don't get the right information, you might just be stressing yourself for a very long time.
Yeah, definitely this information will be on the Polish website. Right?
No, you have to ask from people.
Just know someone.
and maybe your company.
Know somebody, ask from people.
If you work, ask your company. Because basically, lawyer makes it faster. But I know two of my friends that did it themselves. They just more like their insurance, they did everything, all the booking, marriage certificates, legalization, everything themselves. But it took
longer.
Like some of them 1, another maybe 2 years or so. So there's someone else also using a lawyer that is taking too long because the company is actually doing it for him. I know a man that's supposed to bring his family, but it's taking over 2 years now. So it just depends, like they said, province, lawyer.
And information. Information is very important. Get the right information. That's
it. So it means it's just through a work visa or a work permit. So masters and PhD students.
One of my friend PhD, his wife came in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically with a PhD, they're giving you a TRC or a resident card for the span. You are seen as a worker,
like
so not like a student. You are seen as
worker.
So everything a worker gets, you get those things as well too. So you are giving. Just the only problem is that you have I guess for working as well, you have 1 year period of probation and all of that. For this one, you're just giving a period all through your grant period. When your grant elapses, you are done. So you just have to. You have a grant for 4 years, so you're giving a residence for maybe 1 year first, then 3 years later. It just depends. It just depends. So he came in with his wife though. No, he didn't come in with his wife. He was here, then his wife came.
So the wife will get his own status.
But with time, the wife has started a master's degree now, so.
But she could also look for like a white collar job.
You can do anything. They don't have strict rules.
Oh, perfect. But it's a no for master students.
No. Most times it's not advisable because you do not so easy.
Mostly because those things are part of.
It's very short. It's just 2 years.
It's a 2 years program, and you have to get 1 year TRC first. Then you get another again. You get
before they process it.
Before you process it, it's more like you have just 1 year TRC, and you don't. Even if you are getting the scholarship, you don't get enough to feed 2 people. So basically, those things are evaluated before getting in.
Thank you guys so much. I'm sure you guys have learned a whole lot from this video. So to round it up, I would just ask each of them to give their own advice and whatever they think would help anyone who is trying to come over to Poland to study for graduate study and all of that. So, Moyo.
Do I have any advice?
Whether for scholarships or maybe
scholars.
Okay, for me, like Ayomide said, is having the right information. Because I could remember then, the day I left school, I had people ahead of me, not only in Poland, Poland, Germany, UK. So I had scholars with the right information. So information matters. And also coming abroad, you have to be mentally prepared for it. Because I knew then I had my own.
Very key.
I had my own fair share of it. Because I've never had to be far away from home for more than 1 month, or at most 2 months. Or going outside Nigeria, not seeing my family 1 year, 2 years.
How many years now?
It's almost 3 years by November.
Yeah, so there were times that I just want to when you want to go home, but it's not home.
You can't.
Yeah, like after school I'm going home, but
it's not home.
There's nobody to call family. And it kind of affected me in a way, but thank God I had friends around me and I was close to
friends. You mean?
Yeah, I had friends. I had Adeyemi, I had Ayomide. Then I was also close to my dad. Like it helped video calls, trying to see their face, my brothers and my mom. So you have to be prepared for it mentally. And also come with food, African food. I think I made that mistake when I was coming. I brought a lot of old clothes, jeans that I had to even give out in the long run, not bringing what I needed in terms of food. So it's better to even come prepared with food than bringing clothes that you can easily get here.
Yeah, so that's quite important. Thank you. So be prepared mentally so you won't, just suffer emotionally and all of that. And bring good Nigerian food, your pepper, your...
We have African stuff.
Right information also.
Okay, right information. Good. Yeah, good. So...
Yeah, for me, like she said, African food, if you're coming as self-sponsored, basically when you bring your food stuff, it can sustain you for a period of time. The only thing you need to buy maybe water if you don't drink tap water, basically.
We drink tap water. we don't have money.
And water is not quite expensive. 5 liters like 2 zloty.
But he is a rich man.
The doctor is making
leave them alone. Let's go straight to the point. But basically, I would just advise that going through the process, like for me, when I finished school, I was working, so I was very much not interested in anything scholarship. I didn't even believe in all the scholarship stuff. So I was prepared to self-fund my my schooling and whatsoever. But the most important thing is that I did my search within schools, within faculties, within schools to see if there are things within the schools. That was why I got to see that there was one European Union fund for. So one has to be patient enough to search.
Be willing to search. Even if there are information available on YouTube, still try to do your personal research, like personal research. You get to learn a lot. Even that would help you in writing your maybe personal statements and every other thing you need to do.
Because nobody can give you like accurate information.
Exactly.
100%.
You have to
sit down, look at the requirements.
Personal responsibility.
Because I know a friend that actually got this same European, but from the very first year he started getting stipends also based on his previous research and everything. He started getting some stuff. So, like for example, you can be doing your master's program and also be a research assistant in a Polish, like an institute around.
Different from your university.
Yeah, because I know in my lab, for example, and other labs around where I do my PhD presently, they are master's students from UAM and they are doing their masters. Basically they are also working as research assistants and they are being paid. They are paid some amount of money. Exactly. So like from the first year, so you can always get supported.
Perfect. So
so basically Poland is a good place. I would advise if you're considering a place to move to in Europe. Poland is a good place to study and it has prospects for international students. And another thing, I know there's problem with visas, getting visas and everything. So if actually you have any other European country that the visa process is easier, please go there. Then later it's very easy to move within European Union. Then later you can move into another country which you so-called desire. I wouldn't tell you to stay strictly and be battling at Maitama at the embassy saying by 4 by 5 you must come to Poland
or whichever African embassy.
Exactly. Sorry, Maitama is
we are never scholars. They denied us visas.
Yeah, they were denied at first. So you guys. And later, thank God for the intercession.
I think an ambassador.
An ambassador. Yeah.
So, but was it easy for you as a self-sponsored?
It's never easy to apply for visa to any European country. Basically, it's just like very difficult.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
but Poland is like differently difficult.
Interesting.
Yeah, now because people now their eyes are open to Poland. Before it was quite easy because we don't have a lot of people, and I think some people also come from other West African countries. So it makes it more crowded. So if you are not able to see appointment dates, please look for another European country, enter, and later you can switch to another country. Don't want to restrict yourself to one specific
countries in Schengen. EU, those are the only ones you could, because with your visa you can get into over 26 countries, and you can always switch your residence. Because I had a friend then that was in Italy, he switched his residence to Poland, so he did his masters with us in Poland, so you can always switch it like that. So with your visa, you can always come to Poland, then even get a job and also start your
switch to another country. That's the beauty of studying in Europe. Countries in the European Union, not just Europe.
Yeah, that's so perfect. Thank you guys. You guys should thank them for agreeing to.
Thank you for coming to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
So I'm sure that there are so many things you guys will still want to learn about studying Poland. So you can do well to drop your comments, and I'll try to organize, more talks maybe about visa application, finding schools, scholarships, how to apply specific ones, and any other thing that you guys might want to know. So
and finding Bukatego.
Okay. So like they said, do well to like, subscribe, and share. Comment, share the video to somebody that might need it. Until we meet again, stay comforted.
Bye.